Good morning. We are back. So, 23 hours ago, I blew my account. I saw a trade yesterday where we inversed the first presented fair value gap, and I sized too heavy. And during that trade, I was very emotional. My heart was beating. I said out loud, my heart was beating. As I watched the trade come back on me and I seen it go minus 300, minus 400, then I really started to feel it. And first off, I made an execution error. So the candle closed. I did not enter right away. I entered just maybe a couple seconds after. But normally I like to watch the candle close and enter right away, just so you have that great entry and also that perfect execution. And then as it came back on me, I started to get afraid. I closed my trade, and then I regretted my decision, and I sent my trade again, and then I was down $600. So after that, I watched myself look for another IFVG, but I wasn't even on the 1 minute. I was just on the 30-second. And normally I like to find my liquidity, watch us sweep the liquidity, find the biggest gap, and then take that. But I was just looking for the gap. I wasn't even looking for the liquidity. I was looking for the IFVG. So, very, very, very incredibly grateful that this did happen on stream so that I had that proof that I could watch back. And yeah, when you watch yourself make a mistake like that, and when you listen to yourself and you relive those emotions, then those emotions kind of just like they lift away. I saw myself going like this. And then I also saw myself, I couldn't keep my eyes off the chart. Even when I was going like this, I was basically like this because I wanted to see what was going to happen, even though I couldn't even send a trade. So, had we been more patient, our trade did show. 1036, we had our trade opportunity. We swept London low. Look, we swept London low here. No. Yeah. We swept London low here. We came up. We kind of failed. We came back down. And then ES swept London low. And then this was our opportunity to go long. Perfect 1 minute here. It's not the biggest, but these two candles really give us that opportunity that we're going to go up. And we don't have another 1 minute for a while. So had we been patient, and had we not sized too heavy on that first trade, then everything would be different. So I'm looking at this as a not a setback. I am looking at this as a way to propel me
Stop and Q buy
higher. Because we talk a lot about this stream is that we are already profitable. We make money trading. We just have some errors. And once we correct those errors, then we won't be making those dumb mistakes anymore. I find a lot of times when I'm in a trade, I question myself. I wonder if I'm doing this right. I wonder if I took the right trade, and then I really, really, really hope I don't lose. However, what an 80% win rate tells us is that we are going to lose one day of the week. Or, yeah, we're going to lose. There's going to be a red day. But that red day and our risk management is what keeps us coming back the next day. So, had I had more balls and had I been more of a man about it, I would have just exited my trade the first time, taken that $300 loss, and stepped back. Further, what we could have done was exited the trade, taken that $300 loss, made that second execution error to enter again, taken our $600 loss, and walked away. So not only did I break a couple rules, I actually basically broke all my rules. And I think where it first started was my sizing, because I sent a mini. And one of my goals has been to risk $200 per trade. So that means that I enter an MNQ and I size depending on the size of the stop loss. So that's the professional way to do it. And as professional traders, we must act professionally, because the moment we step out of our professional acting is where we're no longer professional anymore. So, yeah. Ready to try it again. Ready to go back. And ready to trade. It was actually kind of sucked yesterday, because 9:53, 23 minutes into market open, and I couldn't take another trade. So
Stop and cue buy.
I think that's the part that sucked the worst. I blew my account, whatever. Whatever. But the fact that we had to watch and not take trades kind of sucked the worst for me. Because that second trade or whatever, I saw it, and that is something I definitely would have taken. And when I go and I think about what happened that day or what happened yesterday, I just think that the sizing and the numbers really got to my mind. So switching things around a little bit today. Normally I switch between here for NQ and MNQ. However, I have put MNQ on this screen here so that I can manage my trade, but also keep my screen clear so that I may watch the market. Because I find that when I'm on NQ and I'm managing that trade, it's a lot to go back between. So wondering if this is LRLR. Doesn't really look like it. It's not super algorithmic.
Stop and Q sell.
Could be. High, high, high. All lower highs. So we could watch that. LRLR honestly isn't my strong suit. But as my friend said to me when I wrote that to him, he said, well, Samaya, you know what protected highs are, and LRLR is basically the opposite. So I will say thank you, Simon. Thank you. What's a protected high? Oh. A protected high is when okay, I'll show you. So look, we have this low inside this fair value gap. So this is a protected low. Protected lows, protected highs. So we have this low inside this 15-minute gap. So let's say price comes and sweeps this and then goes up. Then that below, that low that took out that other low is not a good target, because there's no liquidity there. The market already came back and the market already took it. So it's not a good target, and we're better off looking for highs inside. Ooh, there's one. Highs inside fair value gaps that haven't been touched. Ryan's really good at noticing that. This is one. And see, this one came almost up, but then it rejected. Now, ES and NQ have basically been moving the same. I haven't seen much SMT between the two, which is pretty good for, it's just good overall for confidence and entering our trades. I would say today I'm fairly bullish. Oh, look. This high inside the fair value gap actually coincides with Bookmap. So look, 783, and then when we look on Bookmap, we've got that right there. So great opportunity for maybe a short. But honestly, what I would like to see is for us to come down, to sweep this, and then go up. So we can either sweep into here, which is previous day low. It's also a daily fair value gap, and we have an intermediate term low on the 1 hour there. Oh, on the 4 hour? No, I'm pretty sure it's on the 1 hour. Oh, no, on the 4 hour. Okay. So intermediate term low on the 4 hour. And then also too, we've got this 1 hour down here, which is unmitigated, which makes for really good bounces. So, and the 1 hour also has a 15-minute intermediate term low. It's very obvious, I would say.
Iceberg and Q buy.
Very obvious. So, got about 12 minutes here to market open. And what I would say right now is we can offer ourselves a little moment of silence and a little prayer for our mindset today. So, good morning. And today we trade because we love trading. We love the market and how it's so, in a sense, unpredictable, but also predictable. We love the excitement of just watching the market move, finding our trade, and sticking to the process. We love taking losses because our losses not only are our lessons, but they are a part of our business plan. When our trading has idealistically an 80% win rate, that means that 1 out of 4 trades will be a loss. That's 75%. 1 out of 5 trades will be a loss. So, thank you to me for showing up today. Thank you to me for taking the time and the self-awareness to watch back my stream and come back today knowing that we have everything we need to succeed. Thank you. All right, so first thing we're going to do, measure out our stop losses. So it looks like we're trading within about a 400 tick range. We'll wait to see what market open happens, and we will size accordingly. So right now I've got about 2 conditions. My first condition here is, well, we've got 2 here. Usually the last gap in the leg. So this is our condition right now. So above this, we're long. Below this, we're short. But then we also have this one here. So if we want to go really long, then I would say that we have to close above this. But it's possible that we could hit London high and still not close above this. So what I'm going to do is wait for market open, like we always do. I do not like trading pre-market. I find that if I take a loss pre-market, I just feel so much
NQ
worse
sellers.
than if I had
Stop
taken a
NQ
loss
buyers.
during market open. So we can see that ES really is just kind of bopping around this 6782 level. And NQ has 25,300, which I have marked right here, bookmap level. And then we have below, so 25,200, 25,100. However, I'm not really too sure about what bookmap is saying today. Yesterday we also had those orders down there. So we're going to watch our delta. We're going to watch our liquidity, and we're just going to be very mindful of everything. So this 15-minute here, we have like 3 stacked 5 minutes. This one's very obvious, so I would just say wait. And if you look, like, price has been so choppy. So this one here, the most obvious, I would say. Actually, I'm not going to even keep that on the 15-minute. I'm going to mark that out on the 5. And I know my charts are kind of messy today, but we do have a lot. We're trading between a lot of levels. Now let me see what that 5-minute looks like on ES. Yeah, so we've rejected that 5-minute a bunch of times now. Just gonna mark it out here. So really, I would say our 5-minute is this condition. If we break above it, we are likely going to that London high. If we close above it, we're going to that London high. However, a close above would not offer us good risk to reward. So not really a trade we're looking to take. Our trade would be somewhere, like I just said, somewhere like this. Or let's say we go up to here, we really stall, we chop, chop, chop. Then I would look for a smart money reversal back down. Because one thing I've noticed is that those daily fair value gaps are just so potent. When we hit one, we bounce. And we haven't hit it yet. We've just been kind of, like, look at that 4-hour. Chop, chop, chop. We don't even have one 4-hour. And the 4-hour we did get, we inversed. And then we didn't do anything. So I really believe right now price is just deciding if it wants to go to all-time highs. I don't think we have enough buying pressure to take us up there. Also, too, I keep reading that the Feds are going to cut rates again. So this could just be the market kind of hanging out until that rate cut happens. Pretty sure FOMC is coming up again. Federal funds rate. So next Wednesday. So if you want me to say what I think will happen is we likely will just do a little bit of a retracement before FOMC and then maybe make new highs, because those rate cuts seem to be very important to the market. So one thing I'm going to do right now is going to take a moment. I'm going to go take a pee, and I'll be right back.
Stop NQ sell. and Q buy.
Just as 812 said, hi Walter.
Iceberg and Q buy. Iceberg and Q sell.
So first question is, does anyone see any LRLR? I don't.
Iceberg and Q buy.
Like maybe this. It's kind of what I was looking at. It just doesn't look algorithmic enough. If you asked Ryan, he'd be like, oh, 1, 2, 3 touches. Yeah.
Miss K911 said I might be looking
Iceberg
for a
and
house
Q buy.
husband soon.
Iceberg and Q buy.
Gay. All right. Hopefully all of my levels don't mess you guys up. I marked this out as maybe a data wick because it kind of looked like one. And then this is our 15-minute intermediate term low. So lots of liquidity. Ideally what I've been programming into myself is that it doesn't matter about the liquidity. It matters about the reaction from the liquidity. So when we're super bullish or super bearish, we could literally just anything could send us up. So that this really, if we're super bullish, this could send us up, and we would know by the reaction. So I have all these marked out just so I can watch my reactions. But ideally, this right here, this 25203 level is the one that we are looking for to go long. And where will we target? I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. Okay, market open. Oh, where's my noises?
Iceberg and Q sell. Stop and Q sell. Stop and Q sell.
So one thing we also like to watch for is our Judas swing.
Stop and Q buy.
So look, see, we hit it. See how we react just a little bit? Still reacting.
Stop and Q sell.
But also 2 ESs at
Sweep and Q
so.
buyers.
Okay, coming down. There's that data wick. We can delete this now.
Stop and Q sell. Stop and Q sell. Stop and Q buy.
Okay, now we hit that one. Delta is pretty red, as you would imagine. Oh, 200. Okay, so NQ has got a bunch of orders down here, so this actually could be very good for us. So let's just watch.
Iceberg and Q buy. Absorption and Q buyers. Iceberg and Q sell.
That is one really big candle to inverse, though.
Iceberg ES sell. Iceberg and Q buy.
Okay, so now we have our first presented fair
Stop
value
and Q
gap,
buy.
which is fucking huge. 150 ticks. So that's our first presented fair value gap. That is very important. I've seen traders, what they'll do is we make it, they tap into it, then they go short. So NQ is pretty neutral in terms of delta.
Stop NQ sell.
Yes, a little bit of buyers, but more sellers. That is my dog. I'm pretty sure I marked it all out on ES. Where'd it go? What? We also have a volume imbalance. Oh my god, all my levels on ES just disappeared. Alright. I got a couple minutes here, so let's just delete this.
Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ buyers. Stop NQ sell. Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ sellers. Stop NQ sell. Stop NQ sell.
Who's that London, huh?
Sweep NQ sellers. Sweep NQ sellers.
Okay, so now we've hit that level. We're in a daily.
Sweep NQ sellers. Absorption NQ buyers. Sweep NQ sellers. Iceberg NQ buy.
We took the liquidity on bookmap. We actually took 2. Yeah, minus 220, minus 294. This would actually be a really nice gap to go long on. And what's this? Is this our 15 minute? Yeah, this is our last 15 minute in the leg. So I would say that would offer some support, but also too, if we really want to find that good move, it'll probably be down just a little bit lower.
Sweep NQ buyers.
Look at that 5 minute. So I would say we wait for ES too, because ES is just kind of running.
If you're a producer who hates AI, this plugin might
The
change
lows
your
from
mind.
last
This is
night.
reimagining co-producer. You can take any sample.
Wait. So yeah, while I only show NQ as my charts, I'm actually always watching both. So I have them side by side, and then I have my book
Iceberg
maps,
ES sell.
which I cycle through. Okay.
Stop NQ buy. Sweep NQ buyers.
I think we're really gonna wait for ES to come, because the delta on that candle was pretty good, but we don't have enough yet. Minus 290, minus 386, plus 126, minus 324, minus 245, plus 380. So really not enough to bring us up yet. But now, if we look at our 4 hour right now, we like we're breaking out of this range. So we've really been stuck in this range. The 1 hour, we're not really breaking out yet, but this 4 hour, I mean, we could leave a huge wick, but this could be the manipulation. So we're just gonna be very mindful of all of that. So I would say if it inverses this 1 minute all in one candle, maybe even the 2 minute, and the delta looks good, but we still have that 5 minute No, it hasn't formed yet. We still have that 3,
Sweep
like
and
a
Q
really
sellers.
big 3 and a really big
Absorption
2.
and Q
So
buyers.
while this is our level for longs, I would say we'll get a better shot if ES comes down to that low. And then, yeah, a lot of you guys asked me about sizing. So how do I know what $200 of risk is? Well, it's I just do the math in my head. So 1 micro, $200 is 400 ticks. Add a micro, that's 200 ticks. Add another micro. Well, add 2 more micros, that's 100 ticks. So
Stop ES buy.
okay. We're still leaving behind that low from yesterday. No, it's just not enough power. ES though, wow. Wow. All right. Okay, we are looking to get in here. So let's see, how big's our stop loss going to be? 86 ticks. So we'll get ready for 3 micros. This candle closes in about 15 seconds.
Sweep and Q buyers. Stop and Q buy. Sweep and Q buyers. Stop and Q buy. Stop and Q buy.
Now it's going to be invalid. And I
Sweep
cannot
and Q
find my
buyers.
trading thing. Damn it! Great. There it is. Now it's too late to get in. ES is hitting VWAP anyway. We still have a good entry. Just gonna wait. Now we have a 5-minute. That's really nice though. ES inversed it first. Oh, we have another chance. Oh, it's too late again. Oh, well, whatever. We'll just wait. Let's see. That risk is really big. And that was our trade. Like it looks perfect. Could wait for the 5-minute. What's the risk on the 5-minute? Pretty big. That would be a 1 micro. Anyway, we really could still reject that 5-minute here.
Stop and Q sell.
Take a look at the 15. So we've got this 15-minute here. We will find out if we're going to hold it. Every
Stop
part
US
of me
sell.
wants this trade to fail, but it was the trade that we had looked at, so. However, we also do not like going long into VWAP. I don't know why I was so slow on that. About 2 minutes here till this 5-minute closes. Two R. And if this 5-minute closes, we'll also be above VWAP, which is good. So I might just wait for this. So we got about 1 minute here. If it hits this,
Stop NQ buy.
it's invalid.
Sweep
Okay, about
NQ
12
buyers.
seconds.
Absorption NQ sellers. Sweep NQ buyers.
No, it did not close. We can still get an entry on the 1 minute. We'll see how this 1 minute goes. Now we're both above VWAP, which is good. About 30 seconds here on that last gap. But I will say the risk is pretty big. Okay, 20 seconds. Oh, maybe ES is just going for this 8-2 level. None of them closed.
Stop NQ sell.
Okay, we got a 1 minute here holding us.
Sweep NQ sellers. Sweep NQ sellers.
Minus 466. So let's just see here. This is our IFVG. Oops. So yeah, the red delta on that was pretty big. I would say if we're going to go down, we really have to inverse this one. But this V-shaped recovery is just, it's very strong visually. So not seeing much here that tells us what we're gonna do, go up or go down. Sellers are piling in. That square is minus 200 already. Not so much on NQ. Oh, ES might want to come back for that. Did ES hit the gap? Oh no, look, we still have our chance. Amazing. Minus 466 plus 50 plus 8 minus 380. ES is being held by a 2-minute gap right now. Well, the delta's not that great. The candles are big. Oh. Let's see. If we inverse this all in one candle, I will take this. SMT though. All right, I'll wait. Did not inverse it all in one candle. Struggling there. So that was a really easy one, to be honest. Even though ES didn't hit it, that reaction off NQ tells us it's gonna go up. Okay, still printing green delta. ES is more neutral. So green delta on NQ, ES is looking a little more neutral. Oh, yeah. Now the risk on this is just way too big, so.
Stop NQ buy.
Oh, really big green delta. Invalid. So let's see if we sweep this. That's a crazy 15-minute candle. Oh yeah, we still got this 5 that I had deleted. Still have this 5-minute here. We didn't really sweep that. $5.18 green delta, and the delta is looking pretty nice on NQ. However, we do have SMT, so even if we just have to watch this trade go by, I guess that's
Stop NQ buy.
what we
Sweep
gotta do.
NQ buyers. Sweep NQ buyers. Stop NQ buy. Sweep NQ buyers. Stop ES buy.
Okay, so now really big SMT. NQ's taking this. But ES is like really still bopping around that 1 minute. That first presented fair value gap. So I think that NQ is probably going for this 300 level.
Sweep NQ sellers. Stop NQ sell. Absorption NQ sellers. Sweep NQ buyers.
Okay. Oh, my friend's just sending me a video.
Stop NQ sell. Stop
Alright, guys.
NQ buy.
Let's look at this. 1 minute, 2 minute.
Sweep NQ sellers.
SMT. The 5 minutes invalid. That's a good confluence. Let's see. So we swept a 15-minute intermediate term high. Same with the 5. Now, if delta and everything says we're going down, we could likely try something like this. I don't know if we want to go all the way down for that, but I would kind of just manage when ES hits that daily. Okay, I'll check the 2 minute. Okay. 2 minutes for that 2 minute to close. 30 seconds closing right now. What's our risk on this? Let's see how many contracts we can take. 40. Oh, okay.
Order filled.
All right, I sent it. MNQ. What kind of fill is that? That's a terrible fill. Oh well, that's okay. If this works, it works. If not, then we'll just watch to see if this 2 minute closes. Because this 2 minute closes at 58, so in 1 minute. Oh, we could just get cooked there. We could be cooked. Nope. Okay, really bad fill. It filled me like, I don't even know. Really bad fill. So if this comes back on us, we'll just have to accept that. I put a hard stop at the high. Hasn't invalidated my FVG yet. It's still holding. Ideally, I'd like to see the 2-minute close. So still about 2 minutes till that 2-minute closes. That's a new one. It's a new candle. So now we're coming back to my break even. And I'm going to put my take profit down at the lows.
Stop and Q sell.
But really what we'll be watching is ES. Okay, so 10 o'clock. We have a couple confirmations for this trade. I would say it's pretty A+. Okay, the 2-minute close. ES never tapped into the daily. Just the only thing I'm not liking is that we're at VWAP. And statistically, my trades at VWAP don't go so well. We did just inverse a 30-second to the long side. However, our 1 minute and 2 minute are still holding. Oh, we got about 5 seconds on that. Oh, oh, I gotta exit this. Oh, how do I scroll down? Damn it, I kind of had a little bit of a tough time here. Oh, all right. That 2 minute, it looks like, okay, now it's just going against us really bad. Still in. Okay, what'd that 2 minute do? 10:01, we got another minute there. So he could have taken this, I guess, as a 30-second confirmation setup. Okay, let's just give this 2 minute. Oh, damn it. Okay, they both closed above. So
Order filled.
I'm going to exit my position now. So minus $69. Now we wait. All right. We're going to try this one again. shouldn't have closed it. Damn it. All right.
Order filled.
Good morning. How are you? Samaya McLeese speaking. How are you?
Stop ES sell.
No, I know where it is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, we can. Okie dokie. And where are you returning it to? Your parking spot? Oh, you're gonna get bubbin later? Okay. Everything's good. Yeah, doing good. Honestly, if you don't mind, I would be extremely happy about that. Why? Stop. It wasn't about the gift. No, it wasn't.
Sweep NQ sellers.
Okay, so we're gonna...
Stop NQ sell.
Pardon?
Sweep NQ sellers.
Okay, well, I don't know how much that helps me. Okay, love you. Bye. All right, so we had this 1 minute inverse here. Honestly, I took it. So I am sitting at about break even now. This is gonna be our break even here. Yeah. So basically the same trade as last time. Although we are kind of stalling. However, that's kind of what happens at VWAP, so I entered just another 2 micros. And what I'd really like to see is a nice push down.
Sweep NQ buyers.
You see how that happens and then we just completely go against it? Oh, look, we have a 30-second here, which does appear to be holding. All right, we're either going to see one big candle up or one big candle down. What's it going to be? If we lose this trade, I'm just going to lock out, sign out, come back tomorrow. Okay, so if it does inverse this on the 1 minute, I will be exiting. Although I won't. So the trade is not bad. We swept this high. We're holding, look, we swept into this no, we didn't. We're still holding this 5 minute. Got this 15. We got a lot here to go for us. But the only thing that's going against our narrative is what I would say, oopsie, would be that NQ tapped into that daily. So just watching our position closely here. ES is making lower highs. About $84 of risk on this trade. Oh. But okay, we got 25 seconds. So we got to hold this for another 25 seconds.
Stop ES5.
NQ's got orders around here, so we might be reaching for that. Oh, okay. I'm going to exit.
Order filled.
All right. So we're at 2 losses for the day. I guess what I should have just done was a price at the stop at the swing high. That was about $100 in risk.
Order filled.
Damn it. All right, we're going again. Last one. It really looks like it wants to fall. If it all goes against me, then I guess I don't keep my word very good. Okay, hard stop. BE still the same spot. It's just so tempting.
Sweep NQ buyers. Absorption NQ sellers.
So yeah, we see our BE spot here. Lower highs, sorry, really tells me that we are working in a downtrend.
Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ sellers.
ES never hit that daily.
Stop NQ buy.
Okay, we're gonna wait for our break even. Our break even spot is very important. A lot of times I go break even too soon, and that creates a lot of problems for me. Delta's looking neutral, to be honest. Okay, now we're really stalling. So I am just holding. Okay, now there's that break-even point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch ES.
Stop NQ sell.
Ideally, I'd like for it to come down to these lows. But if ES hits them first, then I would say it's a good point to take our profits. We also have a 5-minute that we have to inverse. We have about 3 minutes left on that 5-minute. So if we really just turn around here, that's okay, because our stop is at break even. So And we're just in with 2 micros. Two minutes on that 5 minute there. 254 is my entry.
Sweep NQ sellers. Absorption NQ buyers. Sweep NQ sellers.
Okay, so we are looking like we're gonna go like butter through that 5 minute, although we still have a
Stop
couple,
NQ sell.
a minute and a half here.
Sweep ES sellers.
So I really am watching the 5 minute on both charts. Okay. So still another minute. We still got another minute on that.
Sweep NQ buyers.
We've got this big
Absorption
1 minute
NQ
here.
sellers. Sweep NQ buyers.
This big 2 minute here. And a really big 3 minute. So.
Iceberg ES buy.
Okay, about 47. Whoa. 11:30 minus 1134.
Sweep NQ sellers.
So while I believed in the moment that 5 minute was important, we still have the 2, we still have the 3. So we could reject at any point here. I honestly had considered adding if we inverse the 5. But, oh, I just don't know how I feel about that anymore. ES still hasn't hit anything. I'm still just waiting on that daily, on everything to be hit. So it is kind of snapping back on us here. However, we have this 5 minute inverse to protect us in a sense, and minus 1134 plus minus 486 minus 1616. So plus 152 plus 118. I'm really thinking that this is gonna hit our TP, so we're just gonna be patient. Not the best reaction, really not a good reaction here. We got about 250 ticks in profit. It just didn't hit our target. The delta up is not as good as that delta down. Like, we are far away from that. But I see here ES is spoofing. So 6760 right at the bottom. ES has a bunch of orders there. So that really could mess up our position. Hey, Otis. We're still holding a 2-minute here. We got two 2-minutes. We have a 3-minute. We have a no 5-minute. So we're stuck between a 3-minute and a 3-minute. Although if you want to ask me, that spoofing can really just change what happens. Yeah, that's spoofing. You see it? You see that order there? Look at how it changed. So minus, we were so far in the minus in our delta. And then, yeah, this is going to come back on us. That's okay. Our break even is just at VWAP, so the 2-minute above is holding, the 2-minute below is holding. Oh, we just inversed that 5. So we inversed the 5 to the downside, and now we just inversed the inverse. Oh, wait, let me check it on NQ. I don't want to look on MNQ. Yeah, so we did the same on both. Those orders are still there. But even still, those orders came in and the delta didn't really change. This is where our profit target is. I wanted to move it back up to that wick at 191 here. But I figured if we're coming to the wick, then we're coming to our profit target. So just patience. This is where I find I struggle, is when I have profits, I want to take them. So, and had I had my stop at the swing high, then all of this would have been avoided. We wouldn't have had we wouldn't have had 3 trades. We just would have had 1 trade. So that might be something I'll consider as we so stop at the swing high would be something that I would consider as we are trading around VWAP. But what really made me want to hold this was just knowing that this is my weak point, is holding my trades, going to liquidity, trusting in my plan. So thank you, Samaya, for holding this. Okay, so now we're hitting that wick. Not yet. Oh, we didn't even hit it yet. All right. So now ES is coming down. Oh, we have SMT. I'm going to move my profit target up just a little bit because we might not hit the wick. But ES really is coming down for that daily. Oh, let me make sure we haven't tapped into it yet. No, we have not. We're still, my line is perfect. My line is perfect. Oh, now those orders are gone. They were just lifted. Okay, so still holding our position. Oh, now they're below. Now new orders have come and now they're below. So 57, that daily is at 59, 6759. Oh, the spoofing, man. We closed the 2 minute, we closed the 3 minute, we closed all the 1 minutes. Now, if price doesn't hit our target, then the spoofing really is the issue. Okay, we got a big 1 minute there. Delta pretty neutral. I'm still in. It's coming. It's coming. Perfect. Amazing. Growth. So, not bad. We did take 2 losses to begin, but our win greatly outdid our loss. And our losses were from my losses were because I was not holding my stop at the swing high for when we trade around VWAP. So yeah, there we go. I did consider holding a runner, but just my runners haven't gone too good for me lately, so. Amazing.
Stop and Q sell.
So thank you to us for sticking to the plan, although we did take 1 extra loss. But it was kind of just the same trade. Where did we first enter? We entered here. So yeah, stop at the swing high would have been the best.
Buyers.
Still would have been great RR. And yeah.
Iceberg and Q buy. Absorption and Q buyers.
All right, so now we're coming
Sweep
back
and Q buyers.
to my other level.
Absorption and Q sellers. Sweep and Q sellers. Stop and Q sell. Sweep and Q sellers.
So what's our profit for the day? Can I show you guys? I'm 165 in profit. So trade win 33%. Nice profit target, but that's just our first trade. But that's usually how it goes. And a lot of times my win rate is lower because break even doesn't count on Top Step. It counts as a loss. So are we sweating? Oh, yeah.
Stop and Q sell. Sweep and Q sellers. Stop and Q sell.
Right. I've been avoiding
Sweep and Q
Instagram. However, oh yeah, see, Ryan took that first trade. Okay, cool. So we called out that long. We missed the long. We saw a short opportunity because ES never tapped into the daily. We saw our short opportunity. We saw our liquidity, and we used an inverse fair value gap to get there. So now we've taken that low. $115, yeah, we barely just swept it. But now we actually could really get along. So let's just sit here and watch for a minute. Ooh, and if we inverse this daily, please inverse the daily.
Sweep
Let's go
Q
lower.
Sellers. Stop ES sell. Sweep and Q sellers. Stop.
When I first started trading, I was at all-time highs, and I didn't like to go long. I only like to go short, and I got fucking wrecked for months. And that taught me how to go long. So now I'm a little less into shorts, but today we had a good one. This was like one of my first shorts in a while. Normally I've just been all longs. Long until proven wrong. We also have a volume imbalance on the daily.
Sweep and Q buyers.
I don't know how important that is. Maybe you guys know more about the volume imbalances, but one thing I really feel like we want to come back for is this. So this here is a gap that we never filled. We filled some of it. We filled it on the 5-minute, but on the 1 minute, we still have like half the gap. Somewhere between here and here. So the market doesn't always like to fill those gaps, but it would be nice to come down there, even come down there in return to FOMC for next week. That might be a decent narrative. So I am waiting around here just to see if we can get a nice long. NQ looks a lot closer to inversing the daily than ES does. Okay, not a bad reaction.
Stop ES buy. Stop NQ buy.
Okay, let's check them both. It's pretty far. Tiny. Not really willing to risk any of my profits on this. Not yet. Although this would be a plus. Unmitigated 1 hour, 15-minute, ES hitting the daily. But there's not really a gap here we can use. So what I would say is wait for a manipulation leg. Because what I've noticed is that when there's no good gaps, we form a manipulation leg. So something like this. And it doesn't even have to go lower. It can just be like this. So no good gaps, not one I would take. And I wonder how loud is the sound of my dog licking his balls. Can you guys hear it? Wait, hold on. Can you see him? Odie? Odie baby too? Hi. Hi. Okay, this looks much nicer for a manipulation leg. Come down, resweep in one nice candle, and then we rock it. Let's see, do we have sound? Minus 556 plus 42. There you go. $30 looks like a decent manipulation leg. Oh. Okay, we're gonna go 1 micro.
Order filled.
Okay, let's give this a go. We won't go far. Let's just see. This is a plus, so like we tap the daily on ES, we hit that 15-minute intermediate term low, we tapped into an unmitigated 1 hour, we're at least gonna go up a little bit, so. Unless price is extremely bearish. So I'm in on MNQ, but I'm watching here on NQ because NQ is the important one. I make all my decisions based off NQ. Okay, it's still holding. It's right here. Although it does look like it wants to go down. All right, all right. 30 seconds. Oh, we gotta exit. Close.
Order filled.
All right, cool. Still watching. Honestly, I was willing to risk a little bit of my profits on that one because it just looked really nice. The liquidity sweep was really good. So I do still have a little bit more time here. NQ didn't form much though, actually. It was really just a trade on the 30-second. Okay, now we re-swept those lows. But really all we got is a 30-second. There's not really much going on here. So
Sweep NQ sellers.
all right, we're gonna go back down. So I would say the best thing we could do right now is lock out. All right, so 4 trades, 1 loss, 1 loss, 1 win, but the trade idea on those 3 were the same. We did end our day in profit, and as we ended our profit, we did see an opportunity from an A+ level to try another long. However, it did not seem to work, and the best thing we could do right now really is lock out. So locked out, and I will see everybody tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Samaya, for being diligent and finding your trade. Thank you for having the courage to enter. And thank you, Samaya, for not jumping in on that long we missed.